Good morning, Attorney Joseph Hobika.
Good morning, Bill.
Okay, let's get right on to the Chief Brooks thing. I want your take on. I know you talked about it a little bit the other day. The mayor came back out again 2 days ago in the paper saying, "All right, I'll give up my medical records from when I was injured in that snowplow during the storm."
Snowplow?
Whatever that thing was, the snow auger.
You mean the vehicle that wasn't supposed to be on the streets?
In the first place, yes.
Yeah.
So, what do you say?
I'm not sure what that has to do with...
well, it really. I mean, Chief Brooks had said something on the air here. Well, the mayor should, I'm not going to give up my. See, what has happened, and you've been in you've been behind the scenes in these situations. So, corporation counsel involved. They're trying to clean this thing up. The mayor is saying, Chief, give us permission to show your records. They had a doctor that apparently did some sort of an assessment on Chief Brooks. And the chief is saying that doctor's there for one reason, to get rid of me. No, I'm not releasing your false report.
This is my perspective on it. I have not sat down, and I try not to sit down and evaluate, firsthand the documentation that might be released or that is, that's involved.
Yeah.
Because I find that, if that's the case, what does my opinion matter anyway?
Right.
I'm just saying from a public relations standpoint, when you're attempting to have the term limits extended so you can have an additional term, I'm not exactly sure picking or having a dispute and taking the position that you're taking is necessarily the right one from a political standpoint.
Yeah, especially when you're dealing with somebody like Chief Brooks, who's loved.
I mean, exactly. So, he's respected. He's served the community for a long time. So, but see, the issue is, I guess, if politics were not involved, and we were going to have an actual legal discussion, that legal discussion generally occurs, in a courtroom of some sort.
How do you, so you're a corporation counsel, how do you walk this back? I mean, if the mayor were to say, you know what, this is not going
well. The lawyers don't walk anything back.
Because it's reached that level now.
Unless the client, wants it walked back.
Yeah.
Because, again, you're asked for legal advice. You're asked for, what's my legal position. You're not being asked what should I do politically or from a public relations
I had somebody
standpoint.
say the other day, listen, because I'm questioning, what is corporation counsel? How could they advise him this way and have this happen? And the person said, you assume that when the mayor did this, that this was all buttoned up legally, as opposed to the corporation counsel is really trying to clean this up right now.
Well, how do you know that?
You don't.
I mean,
I'm just saying that's what somebody,
that's what
someone on the inside said was going on. Again, we don't know for a fact.
Well, from again, let's just look at the national picture. Okay,
mm-hmm.
You have a chief executive who wants to get to an end point. See what's happening.
We talking
right
about
now.
Trump?
Yeah, we talk about Trump.
All right,
and he'll direct that he wants to get to this particular end point.
Firing Comey.
And then he'll direct someone to put together a position, a legal position.
How could I do this and do it legally?
Right.
Yeah.
So the lawyers are like, okay, they're not going to sit there and say, oh, geez, this might be a political disaster, So
would you call this? I got a break. Head of the Republican Party in the city of Utica. Would you call this a political disaster?
I don't think it's very helpful, and I think at this point, I think unfortunately,
certainly going down that road.
It's going down that road.
I got a break. We'll come back.